I remember staying up like when I was like 13, 14, and I remember thinking that I hope that one day, maybe when I was like 50 or 60, I might be able to retire and have a fish room. In my new fish room now. Welcome everyone to the brand new fish room that you only get to open a fish store once. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's kind of a bit of an exciting and somber day. Today we'll be having a final look at my first ever aquarium store here in Yurongpili. It's a little bit sad because today was our last ever day of trading, and I thought I just wanted to make a bit of a video showing what the store looked like and just kind of like one final look. It's not looking the best, obviously we've moved a lot of stuff out. Yeah, this week we closed today. Today's Sunday, and we open our new store in Rocklea on Saturday. So we've got Monday to Friday to move all the stuff in here that you guys can see. So it's a little bit stressful. All right, let's go inside and have a look. All right. Come on in. Yeah, I'll go turn the lights on. Well, now you guys have obviously all seen this. If you come out here and have a look, we've already taken down this wall here. So we've used this wall of tanks for the quarantine room at the new place. The original store started off in this area and it grew over time to like out the back here. So this was our checkout. Spent a lot of time here, especially on really early on in the shop, serving customers before we had staff members. I spent a lot of time at this place, and it's definitely bittersweet, but I mean, we're excited to be moving on. But yeah, come out back as well. Everything's looking really good. Like, the team's done such a good job through this period. It's been really stressful. Like, obviously, moving's been tricky. It's not as simple as just setting up a brand new store. We've got to move all of the equipment, and we've got to move live animals. So we decided that it's best that, firstly, we didn't want to lose turnover, so we tried to stay open as long as possible. And secondly, we just wanted to make sure that when we moved the fish, everything was okay. So what we've decided to do was, only close to the 5 days. And starting tomorrow, we're going to be moving all of the fish that you can see inside this room to the new store. It's going to be a bit stressful. We'll try and vlog it and show you guys the whole process. Yeah, I learned a lot of lessons in this place. I've made a lot of mistakes with fish. Definitely emotional because you're tearing down something that you put a lot of time into. Like, setting up this place took so much energy and took us months to set up, and a lot of money as well. And luckily we were going to be able to use a lot of the equipment, but a lot of the stuff we're going to have to leave behind. And what we're going to be doing is doing a garage sale. So I'll put that up on the screen. So if you guys want to come past, we're going to do like a garage sale. I'm not going to be here for it. There's going to be some tanks here. We're going to be mainly getting rid of stands, leftover equipment. I'm not entirely sure how big of a garage sale is going to be, but we're going to have one. I'm not going to be here simply because I can't bear to see this baby get teared down. Like, I've put a lot of time and effort into these stands, and I did like all the plumbing, all the work on it. It's a little bit bittersweet. I'm excited to move, but like at the same time, it's kind of like moving out of your first house. Like, you know, it's you have like that emotional attachment, but the team's done such a good job through this period. Like, you can see the tanks look so clean. Like, the floor's clean. We haven't dropped our standards one bit. I'm really proud of our team for getting through this period, because it's not easy to ask, people come into work and you've got your day-to-day stuff, and we've had to do a lot of work on top of our day-to-day. And like, I just have to give everyone who's helped me out along this journey a massive hug. I really appreciate it. What happened was we pulled a lot of the store down. This used to be part of the store. We've taken all of these tanks and used them at the new store. Obviously, this used to be the grow out area. Things can happen, things can change really quick, I've found in like life. At the start of the year, we were gonna actually renovate this store, and we were gonna tear down a lot of this area and like expand the shop into this part. But like, what happened over time, what happened was we ended up getting the chance to buy a warehouse and actually own our premises of where we were gonna have a business. So we decided to abandon that, and we just kept running business as usual, and then we did the move. So you can see this is completely gutted. These timber stands, we're going to be selling these, and they're going to be dirt cheap. That's going to be good. That aircon blowing on hot. You can see it here too. one of the other mistakes I made with this place was I think I just got a little bit over ambitious and excited when I first walked in here, and I don't regret moving in here one bit. I forgot about one crucial element that you need to consider when you have any fish room, and that's temperature control. This is a huge, open, old school warehouse that roof's at least 10 meters high. Yeah, not very good for trapping in the heat in winter. Great for in summer because cold air stays down below, but like in winter, yeah, we started losing fish like crazy. So we had to install this like false ceiling, and we've been here for 3 years, nearly on the day. We moved in here. I think we opened the store on the 30th of September in 2022, and we're opening the new store on the 20th of September 2025. So it's done 3 years, the roof, and it was funny, like the wind, for some reason, the way this property is orientated, when we open the door in the afternoon, the wind always blows into into the door. So we get huge gusts of wind, and then like I think some customers can remember like all the panels will just fly up in the air. Like you get like 2 or 3 panels just fly everywhere. So
What about when Sam fell through it?
oh yeah, Sam did fall through it. So we had to like change some stuff in this building. Like we built this little office area and like a mezzanine, and I put Sam upstairs on the mezzanine because we had a rat. That was the other thing about this place. We got so many rats because it's just like, honestly, one of the most stupid tendencies for like a fish room ever. This would have been really good for like someone with a clothes store, but not someone with a bunch of bug buffets sitting out the back. So we did always have rat problems. I threw Sam up to go and try and catch the rat, and he jumped to catch it and then fell through the styrofoam roof. So and then there was that time too when he's ratting already.
Yeah, he's born to do that.
I know, it's like
You're bred and born to rat.
I know. So he's looking for rats, but he had that time where he nearly caught one as well. Didn't quite get it, but you were close. The thing I'm so excited about with moving is just we're going to be able to have an absolute killer online store. Everyone in Australia who buys from us online, I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job. Like we've got great customer service. I think we have the best customer service. Our website, I think it looks amazing, and we've just been unable to continue to add products to our website because this is our warehouse. So
It's not enough.
it's a Harry Potter closet of a warehouse, but we've even done such a good job, with just using this to make ends meet. And like compared to the warehouse that we've moved into, we're going to be able to supply a whole ton of different products and really own up to our name of being the one-stop aquarium shop. So then if you come through here, this used to be, when we first set up this place, it was designed to breed fish, not to be a store. This was like a back breeding room, and then we expanded the store and it became quarantine. This place has just been like changing forever, but this was our quarantine space, and this was what we gutted first. It's kind of weird to be in here now and like not feel like claustrophobic walking down the aisle.
No, it's actually a much bigger room than I thought it was.
Yes. Like next week we've got to the week after we're going to start pulling all this stuff down and get it back into a good condition for the next tenants that come in. But I don't 100% know. I can't say for certain, but we're definitely one of the only stores in Queensland that quarantines our fish. And quarantining your fish is something I believe ethically needs to be done if you're in an aquarium store. I understand some stores can't do it because it takes a little bit extra capital at the start and a little bit extra effort at the start to create a quarantine procedure. When I say quarantining fish that you get in the hobby, they start in a farm normally overseas somewhere, and by the time they get to the fish store, they've gone through probably a breeder who's then dropped it off to a wholesaler, who's then dropped it off to an exporter, who's then taken it and sent it over to Australia to another importer in Australia. That importer has held onto those fish and then sent them to us. So that's already 5 hands to touch that one guppy or whatever you've got. Most stores will take that one guppy who's been on this huge world journey and drop it into a tank and sell it to you that same day. And I just personally believe that that's not the right thing to do for the fish or for you. So we always quarantine all of our fish. We're very fairly priced with our fish as well. We do eat a lot of margin with this, and that's just because I don't want to deliver products to people that aren't going to survive. I don't want to bring people into the hobby, and then I want people to avoid having that everyone goes through losing dead fish.
Like that heartbreak of losing.
Heartbreak of losing something and spending the money. Like, everyone's got different budgets, but you might spend like $50 on like an epistogramma and you lose it, you're $50 out. Like, and you just feel like you're being ripped off. So for me, it's essential. We've got a kick-ass quarantine facility at our new place, but this was our quarantine facility here. Obviously that's all gone. We haven't really brought in fish for the last 3 weeks, so it's been a bit bleak. So what do we do when the fish are in quarantine? So the fish land, we'll take them out, inspect them, put them into a tank, mark the tank with a date, and then we'll just monitor that fish. We don't preemptively medicate everything because I don't believe in just putting fish through more stress after they've been on that world journey. For them, it's mostly about settling in, getting used to the water, and then treating if needed. So what we'll do, they'll sit in our quarantine room. The quarantine room, every tank has its own net. Every tank isn't linked up, so all the fish are on separate systems. So if there's like one fish that's gone bad, it's separated from all of the other fish in the store, so it can't like affect everyone. If something shows up, we'll medicate it and push it for another week. But if it goes through all clear through that first week, no issues, no ick, no internal parasites, anything like that, then it's cleared and sent into the store. So all of our fish have been with us for at least 7 days.
It also means that they get used to the water.
Yeah, that's a super important thing, I feel like. A big bonus as well with the quarantine, it means that the fish are also used to our local town water by the time they get to you. Now, you're going to hear from a lot of aquarium stores, they're going to confuse you over pH and this and that. It's definitely important to focus on like the pH you've got where your fish are, but I feel like most of the time, like in my fish room, I'm not focusing on the pH. I'm using what I've got access to, so like our town water, and I barely ever adjust it. The only time I adjust my town water is to breed things, like using RO. So, and to be honest, as far as I know, I never lose fish from pH crash just because our town water is really solid. I've been able to breed a lot of stuff in Brisbane town water, so everyone who's obsessed with pH, the pH changes a lot in nature. Anyways, so yeah, it acclimatizes the fish to the town water in the area as well, because the town water here is very different to the town water in Sri Lanka. So this was our quarantine room. I actually spent a lot of time in here as well. This is where I used to breed a lot of stuff. And yeah, like 3 years later, it's all time to go, and this is the same tanks that are being used in the actual storefront for this. So we used all these tanks to build out the new store, for like the big wall in
And the quarantine room.
no, the quarantine room's tanks have come from in here
Oh.
because we had to like pull it from the back to the front. Like when we did, it was like
yeah.
we had to pull all this stuff first so we could keep the store open. It was just like so kind of like confusing. We kind of just went with the flow. Yeah, to wrap it up, we believe in quarantining our fish. I strongly would encourage other fish stores to do the same thing. I feel like I don't think there's a single good reason why a fish store shouldn't do it if they didn't have the space or the time to do it. I think it's just laziness at that point and they don't care. I think it's something that needs to be done. It should be industry standard. I think every single place should have a quarantine room for their fish. So yeah, tomorrow is demolition day. I think basically what we're going to start with is just like, we're going to move some of the fish and make sure that things are okay. Like we're going to bring cycled sponge filters over and like take care of everything and yeah, make sure it's all okay. But I don't know. I don't even know how we're going to do it. We've got 5 days to try and get that new store looking good. We're trying to figure out like what to talk about with this because like it is a little bit weird, hey, like walking around. It feels like we're walking around a graveyard, but
It's all empty.
it's a little bit sad, but I don't know, this place has taught me a lot. I've had a lot of really good moments here and I've also had like a lot of really hard moments. Times were really scary, especially at the start when we had to take on like a lot of financial risk. I'm a young bloke and I had to take a big risk with setting this up and borrowing money, and then I had to learn about hiring people. That was hard as well. I've learned a lot of lessons and grown up a lot here. And I learned so much about fish, breeding fish, how to care for them, how to run a store. And I feel like without this place, we would have not been able to set up the new store as good as we have, because that store is just, I think it's so good. I think we did such a good job. There's been so many lessons. Like I remember also just going through like self-doubt and like confusion. Like it was hard because when we first set this up, I thought that I was going to be breeding fish because that's what I always had done. I was like, so we set this place up to mass produce fish and sell them locally. And over time, it became a bit of a struggle. Like at the start, it was a success. We were making good money from it because like we were breeding stuff and, you know, selling some of it retail to people who come in through the front door. But we were also wholesaling a little bit of it, but we were also selling it direct to consumer through our online store. And the problem that I ran into with this was that I couldn't easily bring a staff member on who was able to do what I needed them to do to be able to breed the fish the same way I was doing it. And the reason is not because the staff members weren't capable, but because I needed staff members who all simultaneously knew what was going on in the room and that worked here like 7 days a week, which doesn't happen, and it would have cost too much, and that would have taken out of the margin that I would have been paying myself. So we figured out that it was not sustainable breeding fish. I was starting to burn out because I'd have to come in here every single day, morning and night. Like I'd drive here in the morning, feed the fish, go home, or work here in the office or open the shop, and then drive back at night and feed the fish again, pulling eggs. It was hard work. You look at some of the greats who do it, like some of the legends in my eyes, like Trevor Coombs from Fish Fanatics, like one of my like favorite fish mates. He runs a fish farm, and yeah, it's brutal. It's such a hard life, and you know, you have to really love it, and I do. But for me, like I want to have a family one day. I needed this to get bigger than just me, and we couldn't do that breeding fish, so we turned it into a store. And then like just dealing with that was hard because like all of a sudden you're changing everything. This place was not set out to be a store. Like you look at these aisles, they're not even like, I don't know if they'd be about a meter, a little bit over the meter, and like back to back, like it was just not a great customer experience. The floodlights, even like the floodlights look good, but they're not like the best thing for retail. Like they're like sitting up there and they kind of blind some of our customers, which I feel a bit sorry about. So, you know, lots of things that like I wish we had done differently, but you learn from it and you learn from your mistakes. Something I always talk about that I've learned from this entire journey was I never started keeping fish simple with the aim to be where we are today, setting up a new store, and like that was never the goal. I just followed my passion. I did what made sense to me at the time. I started with breeding fish. I started by making YouTube videos to educate people, and because I've always had a passion for making videos. And I think I truly believe that ideas come out unformed. What I mean by that is you'll have an idea that's not exactly what it's meant to be. It'll find its way through time and through hard work and effort and passion. And I feel like I'm a perfect example of that. This place was never meant to be a store. Never meant to be a store. This is just basically my big brainstorm, and you guys got to experience it. And I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for keeping fish simple. I really want to make sure that we're bringing as many people into this beautiful hobby as we can. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy that this part of our lives is over. I'm done with building. I'm done with building. I want to make YouTube videos again. I want to breed fish in my fish room. I want to enjoy the store. I want to sell amazing fish. So thank you so much to all of our customers who came and visited, who came and bought stuff, who came and dealt with us in the last few weeks here with it looking like shit. We really appreciate it. We'll pay you back the favor with this awesome store that we've got now. So cool. Our new packaging. This is another reason why that we learned from this place. Bug Buffet started here. So we wanted to start fish food. I always wanted to have my own line of products, and being on YouTube, we did have offers from other companies for sponsorships and promotions and things like that, and it wasn't something that I felt like was for me. Like I didn't want to take money from people to promote products that I didn't always use, and that's where Bug Buffet started. I wanted to make the best fish food. This Bug Buffet I think is the best fish food, but we're going to be able to do a lot more with our product range as well in the new place too. So it's not that sad. It's just sad because like you're never going to walk around in it again.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is the last time there will ever be an aquarium store in this spot, as far as I know. Can you imagine if someone comes in after this and sets up a new one? And we just knock one down?
You know what's I'm so proud of you.
Oh, I love you.
And like, what an achievement to like,
Yeah.
to be able to say that you did this all by yourself. Well, you had help, but like to say that you did this on your own merit and you're, you know, going ahead into something new and able to close this chapter and start a new one is pretty incredible, and you should be really proud of yourself. You worked so hard for it.
Thanks. I couldn't have done it all by myself, but I'm happy that I was the one who started it. So
Yeah. It's like your dreams coming to life.
oh, my dreams have come true. Like walking in that brand new store, that is a genuine childhood dream of mine. Like that store is I remember staying up like when I was like 13, 14, and I remember thinking that because I remember thinking I'd just have a normal job. I was like, I hope that one day, maybe when I was like, and I remember thinking maybe when I'm like 50 or 60, like I might be able to retire and have a fish room. Like I've spent like all of my days since I was like 18 living, breathing tropical fish. So yeah, I'm very happy. And it's all thanks to you guys. It's not on me. It's actually thanks to you guys. You're the ones who've bought from us, trusted us, and watched us as well. And we can't thank you enough. So we've got plenty more in store. But alright, that's it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Pilly. Alright, good night, fishies. Big week ahead. Okay, bye-bye, fish room. Time for bigger and better things.